there's just a ton of fight in this club, and it's a great mixture of youth and veteran players that are leading the way, and it's hard to believe because we just beat a really, really good team.
Yeah, indeed, Joe Girardi and the Yanks did beat a very good team, a team that won 102 during the regular season, 22 straight at one point, and they had to beat them 3 straight after falling in an 0-2 hole in that ALDS. Now we have the ALCS set, Tim, between those Yankees and the Houston Astros, who took care of the Boston Red Sox. Let's go through the 3 parts of the game, and you tell me who has the advantage in this ALCS in each of those parts. Starting pitching first and foremost, Astros or Yankees?
Yeah, I don't think it's close. I think it's Astros here. And I think Justin Verlander's been lights out. Keuchel's going to go already in game 1. We all know how he's been at home since he's put on that Astros jersey. And then you add in a guy like Brad Peacock, who's pitched extremely well in the regular season. I don't even think this is close. I think the top 2 guys are head and shoulders above the Yankees' top-end starters.
I think it's maybe a little closer than you. I will side with the Astros ever since they got Justin Verlander.
How could you
Masahiro Tanaka and Luis Severino.
If Keuchel and Verlander were on the Yankees staff, they would be 1 and 2.
You have Sonny Gray as well as part of that staff. There's maybe some more depth the way CC Sabathia is. I'm siding with you. I'm just saying I don't think it's a runaway that the Astros had the superior rotation.
Here's why it's a runaway. Like I said, Verlander and Keuchel would be 1 and 2 on the Yankees. That's why I can't say a guy on the Yankees, you'd pluck them off, and they would start ahead of either one of those guys. I get it. Maybe the Yankees, depth-wise, can compete with the Astros, but top and front end starting pitching, not even close. Houston.
All right, let's go to the back end of the bullpen. Which bullpen do you trust more? Which one has the edge? Joe Girardi's or A.J. Hinch's?
Well, the way we tilt the scale as far as starting pitching, or at least the way I did, I'm going to tilt the scale towards the Yankees. David Robertson's a guy who's really established a role, not as the closer, but as a guy who could be that gateway to get to Chapman. Tommy Keele has been great. This isn't even close to my eyes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think, now this one's a runaway for me. When you have Chapman, when you have Roberts, when you have Betances, when you have Canely, when you have all these guys that can bring out of the pen that throw 100 miles an hour, that have nasty stuff. Canely. Thank you. It happens. 2.20 ERA this postseason for the Yankees bullpen, a 0.94 whip. I think that one is a runaway there. So we've covered pitching. How about the lineups? Which set of bats has the edge? Yankees or Astros?
Astros batted .292 this year as a team. 20 points higher than the next American League team, which was ironically the Cleveland Indians. So a hard time going against a team that nearly batted .300. And they have home field advantage.
Right.
And Altuve is going to win the MVP.
Yep.
I like the Yankees lineup. I just don't like it more than Houston.
I agree with you there. The Yankees have El Gary. They have Aaron Judge. They have guys like Didi Gregorius, Brett Gardner, who can provide some depth. Chase Headley at times. Todd Frazier, a little extra pop. But I think when you look top to bottom, there's elements of speed. Yeah. Alex Bregman is blossoming before our very eyes as a bright young star for the Astros. There's Correa. There's Springer, there's Reddick, there's Gonzalez, Evan Gaddis, and Brian McCann. I mean, they have 2 guys at catcher, and both from each side of the plate can hit 400-foot home runs. So just the depth and one swing of the bat from almost anyone in the Astros lineup can leave the park.
I just wonder, of these 3 things we talked about, which is the most important?
I generally side with starting pitching. We didn't include defense in this, and defense, of course, is an important part of the game.
Yeah, I think starting pitching is the old mantra.
Right.
Might be
right.
Bullpen and relief pitching, which is the new mantra.
We gave 2 out of the 3 advantages to the Astros. Does that mean you give them the advantage in the ALCS?
Yes.
All right.